Contrary to popular belief, the Sabbath day is not Sunday. It's actually Friday night to Saturday. And I know a lot of people are going to, comment on here and be like, you can serve God any way, any day. So I was reading the Old Testament and I'm like, a man was even stoned for gathering sticks on the Sabbath day. So that's how important the Sabbath day is to the Lord. Even God himself in Genesis, when he made the whole world, he said 6 days he worked. On the seventh day was the Sabbath. He rested. And also, the Sabbath represents eternal rest that we will enter if we continue to walk the narrow path and serve God with all our heart. And another thing, it was just Sunday was a form of pagan worship, actually, in the Roman Catholic Church. And we already know how God feels about Rome. Even in Exodus chapter 31, verse 13, it says, "Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep. For it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am the Lord that do sanctify you." And also, if we want to go back to Exodus, it says he sanctified that day and hallowed it. It says, "Ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people." Even Jesus in Luke 4, chapter 16, it says, "And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up for to read." And of course, he was reading from the Old Testament because there was no New Testament at this time. So we have to take heed. We have to keep the Sabbath throughout our lives, because he says it's a perpetual covenant. And that's why we cannot follow the tradition of man, but actually read this Bible for ourselves and take heed. And not only that, God wants us to rest. We have to spiritually reset. We have to physically reset. And that's why the Sabbath is very important, because you give your full devotion and time to God. And you also worship with fellow believers. And why would God tell us in Exodus 20, where he lists out the commandments to remember the Sabbath day and to keep it holy, if the whole world wasn't going to forget? I'm just saying. But if y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, drop them in the comments.